Ryan Carsia, mate, I am super pumped up this morning, mate. I'm super G'd up, probably because I've had a couple of coffees. But, mate, it's awesome to be speaking with you. Mate, before we get started, I just want to say I'm super grateful to be having this chat with you today, man. Now, for everyone who doesn't know you, who are you and why are you so awesome, Ryan?
Adrian, I'm excited to be here too, man. And thank you for getting up early in the morning to meet with me. This is really cool, and I appreciate you having me on. There's not much to know about me. I'm a fitness professional. I think more importantly, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm an entrepreneur. Just trying to make a difference in the world. I'm a dad who loves fitness, loves nutrition, loves health, and is trying to inspire a bunch of people to live a fulfilled life through fitness. That's kind of the thing about me.
Love it. And man, a few words, very simple. Dude, what got you into the health and fitness industry and like how you currently help people?
I always loved coaching and teaching. When I was going through school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I was always really good at communicating with people. I was always really good at empathizing with people, understanding where they were coming from and meeting them in the middle. And I always loved fitness. I was an athlete growing up in high school. Got into college, I was still an athlete. Got more into fitness and better nutrition, started bodybuilding for a while. Then I really fell in love with working with the typical professional. And once I got into that field, I realized how much I wanted to grow my profession and my business. And I've loved helping people ever since. There's something really gratifying about, helping somebody who's so good at something that they do become so good at something that I do. And we kind of meet in the middle. And it's just been a blessing, man, to be able to work with people on that platform or with that kind of leverage. It's so gratifying, so rewarding, which I'm sure you're accustomed to as well.
Yeah, totally, man. Ryan, how have you handled the current environment, the current pandemic over the past few months? Because you have a face-to-face gym?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's no secret, like when the pandemic hit, everything got turned upside down, right? Like you said, we were doing face-to-face interaction with people. I would say 50% of those people moved online. And to be honest, my team has handled it really smoothly. In fact, some people are getting better results now than they ever did before, just because I think people are paying closer attention to the most important pieces. You can go to a gym, you can work out with a trainer, but you and I know it's not the 2 hours a week that you go to the gym is where you get results. It's the hours and hours you spend outside the gym through your daily life. And I think people just realized, one, what they want their life to be. Like, it's not just about the grind of everyday work. And people got caught up in that. And once they get pulled out of that for a little bit, they're able to take a step back and look at what they want their lives to be. And I think a lot of people were surprised, at least a lot of my clients were surprised, learning that it doesn't take a whole lot of work, or it doesn't take a whole lot of mental effort, if you will, to make some huge changes in your life and see some pretty dramatic results. So thankfully, via our teachings and the type of person that we attract, busy professionals who care about their health, we've been rocking and rolling, and we've been doing pretty well.
Dude, I love that. Ryan, did you have a bit of a shift in the way you're thinking? Because, if you've gone from training people face to face and then it's like, what do I do now? What was going on in your head, and why you sort of kept moving forward and sort of, pushing forward rather than sort of being stuck?
I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise for me personally. I've been trying to communicate these things to my clientele for a long time about the importance of doing things outside the facility and what a grand impact it can have. Yep. And not just focusing on, again, the couple hours inside the facility. Yeah. So I think for me, the only shift I made was doubling down on the things that I was already talking about. Like, how can I take someone from where they're at right now and then coincide that with the fact that they got to deal with this pandemic and everything else that goes along with it? And what can we do from a service perspective to make sure that those people are set up for success at home? So really, I don't think it was much of a mental shift for me, because it was where we were kind of going anyway. We kind of saw that was where people need the most help. And I think that's something you obviously do really, really well. And COVID, it's been a tragic experience for a lot of people, but I think a lot of people, including myself, have found a silver lining in it and have been able to be more successful with their services because of it. And luckily, it just happened to work out that way for us.
I love that, man. Mate, what is the main goal of the market that you help? And, what is it that they are wanting to achieve at the moment?
Pre-COVID, the main person that came into us was interested in weight loss and fat loss. And, the typical professional who just wants to feel better, look better, be confident in their clothes, they want to look as successful as they are, right? Like, These people got high profile jobs. They're obviously good at what they do, but sometimes how they look doesn't necessarily reflect that, right? Helping people develop better energy, lose weight, fit better into their clothes. But since COVID, people have taken a slightly different approach. Now people are, all those things still apply, but it's also about, like long term, what do I want to be able to do? Like I said, people have been able to take that objective view. They get to stand back, take a look at things, take a look at their life. Not only is fat loss and weight loss a part of that equation, but they want to look better. They want to feel better. They want to have more mental clarity. They want to be capable to do things outside of the walls they were confined themselves in, because they had no choice but to go outside and start experiencing, wow, I haven't run in a while. I suck at this. I probably should get better at this. And there's some things I should probably do to get better at that. So that core concept of confidence, looking good, and helping people lose fat, which is what I'm a specialist at, is still the main hub. But now accompanied with that is, people want to be able to perform as good as they look and as good as they feel.
Dude, I love that. I think one of the key things there is like, it is about how you look, but more so about how you feel on a daily basis, how you perform in like all areas of your life, not just, work, but family life as well. So I think that sometimes that can be quite overlooked, dude. And mate, I'm glad you brought that up, because, this goes into kind of the next question is, what are some of the challenges that like professionals are facing at the moment with getting the body and health that they want?
I think the main thing that I'm hearing from my people, I hate to speculate as to what people are actually dealing with, general understanding, being a professional myself and being confined to the same things. But what I'm hearing people are struggling with most is managing the situation with their kids and the professional life while being, confined within their house, and how they balance all those things. And I think a lot of people are exhausted. A lot of people are tired, and they don't have the mental or physical energy to do anything or even really consider moving forward. But let's say they're between a rock and a hard place, right? Because one small thing they could be doing is the thing that alleviates all of that stress, all of that physical and mental fatigue. But it's just about taking that one small action. So that's a big part of what I've tried to help people to focus on and realize is that, it's probably the biggest held misconception that we have is that we need to be motivated or inspired to, move forward, and people are sitting around waiting for motivation to take their next step. I think a lot of people would be really surprised to realize that the first step is just doing something, right? It's just taking that first little action and start moving forward. And then that sparks the inspiration or motivation to do a little bit more and a little bit more. And the momentum really picks up over time. So if we can find a way to help people find out what that first step is, they'll be able to much better deal with that environment that they have at home. And it's not like I'm, sitting here not living the same thing. I got 2 kids that are homeschooling. I got a 4-year-old who's not in school. I got entrepreneurial responsibilities at home. I got to go out and work. My wife works outside of the house. I'm living it just like they are. So if I could find a way to educate or compel them to take one small step towards that goal, I think that would be extremely transformational for a lot of people.
Dude, that last minute was absolute gold, dude. Mate, I've been taking notes, dude. One small action, do something, and start building that momentum, dude.
A lot of things that you preach, So
yeah, dude. Yeah. I love that, mate. What are the top 3 main tips that you would give the audience so that they can get some results in the next 7 days, so they can start feeling a little bit better and more energy and all that good stuff?
I think doing something is probably the best. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're doing something. This could be. I like using the example of a 5-minute action. Is probably my favorite go-to. And that could be make your bed in the morning. It could be take a 5-minute walk before the day gets started and the kids wake up. It could be fill a glass of water and drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. And just find something that you can sink your teeth into every single day. Because winning is really motivational. There's nothing that's more motivational or makes you feel more confident than getting a win. So it doesn't matter what you do as long as it's something that sparks you to go forward. That's number 1. Number 2 is I think it's cutting the crap from a lot of different perspectives. And probably the best way to do that is like audit your kitchen, audit your house, look at the small things that are around you that are tearing you down little by little every day. Yep. And if it doesn't absolutely need to be there, just get rid of it. Give yourself a clean slate, and the mental and physical clarity that provides for an individual, I think is hugely impactful. And the last thing would probably be, take 5 minutes at the end of every day, and this could coincide with your 5-minute action, but take 5 minutes every day just to reflect and review on what happened that day, what went well, what you could do better the next day, or what things need to be in place.
Yeah.
Because again, I think where people struggle the most is that they are just not prepared for the day coming up, right? They just go into the day and they roll into the next one. And it's really easy to get caught in that vicious cycle and that hamster wheel. But if you can step outside of it for even 5 minutes and realize what's going on, that might be all you need to do. That might be your 5-minute action or your one small action that allows everything else to take off. If you want, we could talk about more specific nutritional strategies for getting someone to lose fat. But I feel like more than anything else, that's really where people should start.
And to tie that all in together, tell the audience about your famous guide.
I'm really excited about it, man. It took hours upon hours to put it together, but it's this 20-page guide. It started off as like, hey, like here's a quick start to get started. And then it evolved into more of a small little ebook, but all of it is jam-packed with a bunch of content. But I don't want that to be like overwhelming to people. It's not like this huge book where it's going to bring you all these crazy ideas. It's this super simple strategies that have been proven with the people I work with, proven in my own life, that help deliver results. And it talks about, everything you need to do from a fitness perspective of how to get exercise into your life, all the simple strategies, how to put it on your calendar to make it happen. It goes into nutrition, how to make nutrition absolutely simple, not overcomplicating it, making it super easy for people to start taking action on it now. Because that's what we're talking about, right? We want people to take action now. If we overcomplicate or overthink things, we've already lost. This guide breaks down exactly how to do that step by step. And it's in a simple read format. It's not like this huge book with words upon words. I got pictures and diagrams to show exactly how to put it together. A lot of our clients are reaching out wanting to get a hold of it too. So I'm really excited to get it out this week.
Dude, I'm super pumped to be able to put that in the notes that goes along with the video, dude. So I'm super pumped for that. I think one of the key things that you mentioned there was just keeping things very simple, nice and easy, step by step, so that, we can start taking action, building some momentum, start getting that motivation, so to speak, and, getting inspired to take more action. Because, dude, let's be honest, it's very simple, I think, that's why it's so addictive. It's like the ultimate euphoria when you're in a good place with the mind and the body, dude. That's the best way to explain it. It's like, I feel so good. Let me tell the world about it. I need to tell everyone about this, because it's truly why we do what we do, dude, because it's amazing,
Yeah. So, yeah. It's the secret, right? When people find out that secret was just keeping things simple and taking that first step, it's extremely empowering, and people can really move forward with it.
Yeah. And I like to add too, it's not easy, but it's simple. You've got to do the work. 100%. But when you do the work, you become stronger. It becomes easier over time. And then you've been able to build those, that mental callus, is like David Goggins would say, in your brain, where it's just like, just get it done. You know what I mean? There's no excuses. So, bro, boom. I love that. Mate, what do you want the listener to take away from today?
You said it 100 times. I've said it 100 times. It's take action. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. It's going to take some effort. Like you said, nothing comes without effort. Like, these people are successful in some area of their life. So that means they have the intangibles to be successful in this area of their life too. With just a little bit of effort, and a little bit can go a long way. So find one thing, and it doesn't necessarily have to be fitness or nutrition related. It could be, something small, like I said, like making your bed in the morning, that that you can do every single day for 2 weeks, just to prove to yourself that you could do something that you're not doing right now. Yeah. And then you can take the next step and say, I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk, or I'm going to get a 20-minute workout, or I'm going to eat a little bit more protein at breakfast, or whatever the case may be. But just start. Take action now. You have it in you. You know what you're capable of. You just forgotten in this hard period that we're in. You need to remind yourself of that. And that's the easiest way to do it.
Dude, that is absolute gold. Dude, I just want to add too, and people have had success in other areas of life, and especially when it comes to work and career, and, maybe you've got a business, there's got to be some success that you've had. And then that's what, you've had that before. And the fitness and the health side of things is no different. Right. You can have success there as well. So boom, mate, Ryan, so much freaking gold today. I'm super excited. I think I'm about to jump out of my new chair. Dude, where can people find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, Ryan Carsia, Carsia. You can find me on Instagram, Ryan_Carsia.
Yep.
That's where I'm usually at. My lead magnet will be on LinkedIn soon. You can download it right off my page, or you can DM me on Instagram for a copy if you want one. Give me your email. Yep. I'll send it right over to you. It's free. It's an awesome guide. I put my life into it. So I hope people enjoy it. And more importantly, I hope people actually take action on it. I hope they read it and they implement a lot of the strategies that are in it. But yeah, Adrian, I can't thank you enough for having me on today, man. You're an inspiration.
Dude, thank you. And what about, you have a website as well?
Don't have a personal website, but you can look at our business website. It's called forgecoach.com, FORGE coach.com. Yep. We do a pretty good job of posting articles on there. You can look into our services and what we offer in-house and online. But yeah, that's where you can find us.
This has been absolutely amazing, bro. Super grateful. And thank you again. And to end it today, mate, this is going to get a double boom. So let's smash out a double boom, mate. That was absolute gold. I hope the viewer gets a lot and actually takes some action today. And the first action to take is make sure they go down and grab that guide and have a bit of a read. So thanks, Ryan. Dude,
appreciate
your work. Keep smashing it, brother. I'll speak to you soon.
I'll see you soon. All right, brother.
Now it's time for you to get the most out of this and comment below. This is where I will personally come in and give you the answers that you need. And as always, the best discussions happen over at leewayfitness.com.au. This is where I can give you all the guides, programs, and insights I can't fit into these videos. Plus the free diets and workouts are waiting for you now. And if you like this video, be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss a video and I can send them straight to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon in the Leeway Lifestyle community.